Do you feel that the pain and fatigue in your feet are a constant challenge in your daily life? You may not know this, but there is an ancient remedy that can help relieve that accumulated tension and restore the energy you so desperately need. Inspired by Buddhist teachings, this simple and natural method uses the power of geranium leaves to free your body from discomfort and exhaustion. In this video, we share how you can take advantage of this ancestral resource. Simply place 2 leaves in your socks before going to bed and feel the relief reaching your feet. Discover how this small gesture can transform your physical and emotional well-being. Here it's worth remembering the so-called curse in the legs. This might sound strange or unusual to those who aren't familiar with such concepts or beliefs. However, our legs can indeed be affected not only by physical effort, but also by negative energy present in our environment. This energy can come at you in various ways from the outside. Someone might have wished you harm or simply sent negative thoughts your way, or, as it's commonly said, looked at you wrong. But it's not always about someone casting a curse on you. Often we ourselves create this negative energy without realizing it. Think for a moment. How many times a day do you worry about insignificant things, get angry, or feel hurt by what others say or do? How often do you take on other people's problems, help them in their difficult moments, forgetting about your own needs? All these emotions and experiences accumulate inside us and start to press on the body. First, it affects the back and, of course, the legs. Negative emotions, offenses, and fears seem to create a significant weight on the body, and this weight is not just psychological. It actually presses on your legs and spine, causing a sense of exhaustion. Sometimes people don't even realize that the source of their pain is precisely this accumulated and untreated negativity. They rush to see doctors looking for medications to relieve symptoms, but forget that it's not just about physically releasing the body, it's also about removing the internal burden we carry with us. Here, I'd like to share a simple yet effective practice to help you release this weight, this negativity that presses on your legs and back, whether it comes from the outside or is your own accumulated negativity. Over time, this can be very liberating. For this practice, all you need are 2 leaves from a plant that's commonly found in many homes, the geranium. This plant, which not only decorates your home with its beauty and vibrant colours, can also be a true ally in removing the negative energy that sometimes accumulates around us. If you don't have geranium at home, don't worry. You can easily find it at nurseries, markets, or even in some garden stores. Here's what you need to do. Take 2 fresh geranium leaves and gently crush them with your hands. Don't press too hard, just enough for them to start releasing their natural juice. This juice is part of what gives the plant its purifying and protective properties. After preparing the leaves, place 1 leaf in your right sock and the other in your left. It's important to make sure the geranium leaves are directly under your feet, in contact with them. Once you've put on your sock, say some simple yet powerful words. The spirit of the geranium returns my strength and purifies me. This isn't a complicated ritual, but it's an act that helps you mentally and spiritually prepare to release the negativity around you. Geranium has long been used in various cultures to protect against negative influences and to purify the surroundings. Now, with the geranium leaves comfortably under your feet, simply walk around with the socks as you would normally. You can practice this at home during the day while you go about your daily activities, or even leave them on overnight while you rest. The important thing is to listen to your sensations and be aware of how you feel. Imagine that with each step you take, all the negative energy slips away from you, as if you're freeing yourself from a heavy burden. Visualize your legs becoming lighter, as if all the weight pressing on them begins to fade away. It could be stress, accumulated worries, offenses, or anything else that makes you feel uncomfortable. All of this is leaving your legs, making them free and healthy. Periodically throughout the day or even at night, return to these sensations. Imagine all the darkness, all the negativity, peeling away from you as if you're shedding old, unnecessary clothes that no longer serve you. You can do this exercise several times a day, whenever you have a free moment. For example, sitting in a chair or lying on the couch, you'll feel how your legs gradually free themselves from the burden, and along with them your back will feel lighter and more balanced. It's recommended to do this practice for 3 days in a row for the best results. If you can't do it for 3 consecutive days, don't worry. Doing it every other day is fine. The important thing is that you practice this at least 3 times during this time. All the negativity pressing on your legs and back will gradually leave. You'll feel great relief, and the pain and tiredness in your legs will diminish. If you've done it correctly, they should stop hurting altogether. This simple act with just 2 geranium leaves will help you regain your strength and free yourself from that burden that's accumulated over time, leaving you feeling renewed and revitalized. It may seem too simple or even a little strange, but don't underestimate the powerful effect nature and simple methods can have. Sometimes to feel better, expensive medications or complicated procedures aren't needed. Just paying attention to what nature offers us generously is enough. Geranium is one of those plants that can provide you with a sense of lightness and calm, and it's often found in many homes. Nature offers us numerous simple but highly effective methods to restore internal harmony and balance our emotional state. It's important to remember that, in addition to the external actions we take, we must always work on our internal and emotional state as well. It is essential to try to free yourself from the negative thoughts that often torment us. Don't carry the problems of others, as this can cause great emotional wear and tear. Don't let offences, resentments and fears stay trapped in your heart and mind. All of this affects not only your emotional well-being, but also your body, your legs and your back. Geranium leaves can help alleviate this burden, but the most important thing is to learn not to accumulate it again. The practice with geranium leaves is not only a physical release, but also an internal purification process. When you imagine the negativity flowing through your legs, think of how you are no longer giving space to that negative energy in your life. Tell yourself that you deserve lightness and freedom, that your legs will be healthy and strong, and that your back will be resilient and flexible. This acts as a kind of positive affirmation that will help you prepare, not just physically but also emotionally, for the best. So if you feel heaviness in your legs or back, try this simple method. Geranium is a plant that is always within reach, and it can offer a real and tangible benefit in your life. Do this 3-day practice, and you'll feel how the pain in your legs disappears, how fatigue vanishes, and how lightness returns to your body. This really works when done with faith and an open attitude to the positive changes that can occur. Don't forget that our physical state is always related to what we feel and experience in our daily lives. The less negativity and fewer external problems you carry within yourself, the easier it will be for your body to maintain an optimal state of health. Take care of yourself, prioritize your health and well-being, and remember that sometimes the simplest methods can be the most effective and transformative. Now that we've discussed how to eliminate accumulated negativity with geranium leaves and return lightness to your legs, it's time to explore how to prevent this negativity from returning to your life in the future. It's not enough to get rid of accumulated tension. It's also essential to learn not to attract it back into our lives. Being aware of our emotions and the environment around us can be key to maintaining balance and inner peace. The following simple yet effective tips will help you protect yourself from negative energies and maintain inner balance in the long term. When we talk about how to avoid attracting negative energies into our lives, it's crucial to understand that you have the power and responsibility to control your emotional state and the environment around you. One of the first and most important steps in this path of self-care and protection is becoming aware of your thoughts and reactions. Everything that happens to you in life is largely a reflection of what you allow to happen inside you in your mind and heart. If you truly want to prevent negative energy from penetrating your life, you must begin by carefully observing your thoughts and feelings. The first tip is to learn to react consciously to the situations that arise in your daily life. For example, when something doesn't go as you expected, or when someone says something rude or hurtful, try to pause for a moment and ask yourself if you really need to accept that negative energy. Many of us, without realizing it, absorb the emotions of others like sponges, sometimes without wanting to. When someone is upset or having a bad day, we automatically pick up on that emotional wave. However, you can learn to maintain the necessary emotional distance. It's important not to allow negativity from others to affect your internal state and mental peace. Visualize this as a shield you place in front of you to protect your emotional space and overall well-being. The second aspect worth considering is your immediate environment. Often, our regular conversations or arguments can become true toxic bombs that negatively impact our energy. You might not notice it right away, but regular communication about topics filled with negativity, whether it's complaints, criticism, or constant discussions about problems, deeply affects your emotional and mental state. Choose carefully what you talk about and with whom. If conversations with someone leave you feeling heavy or drained, you might want to consider reducing those interactions or at least changing their format. Try to surround yourself with people who fill you with positive energy and inspiration, not ones who exhaust and drain your resources. The third important point we shouldn't overlook is our own inner dialogue. Often, we ourselves are the source of negative and self-critical thoughts. These thoughts can manifest as affirmations such as, "I'll never achieve anything, I'm not good enough," or "I lack luck in life." These kinds of thoughts are a direct and dangerous path to attracting negativity into your life. Try to consciously change your internal beliefs every time they arise. When you catch yourself having those self-limiting thoughts, stop and say out loud, "This is not what I want to attract into my life." Gradually work to replace them with positive, empowering affirmations. For example, "I am capable of many things. I attract positive changes into my life every day. I deserve the best, and I am ready to receive it." These are simple phrases, but they can significantly change your relationship with yourself and with life in general. Another equally important aspect that we cannot overlook is self-care. This is not just about physical health, though of course it is fundamental and necessary for our well-being. It is about giving yourself time to rest, relax, and recharge to face daily challenges. We often start attracting negativity when we are completely exhausted, both emotionally and physically. A simple way to avoid this negative cycle is to find time for yourself. Even if it's just a few minutes a day, you can use that time to meditate, practice breathing exercises, or simply spend time in silence, enjoying a good book that captivates you. These moments of disconnection and tranquility help clear your mind and release everything that has accumulated during the day. You should also pay attention to your space. It might seem insignificant, but our home, workplace, and overall environment have a significant impact on our emotional and mental state. If your space is cluttered or full of unnecessary things you don't use, it can become a source of stress and anxiety. Try to free your space from the superfluous and what you no longer need. Let your surroundings be clean, organized, and harmonious. This small change will not only make your life physically easier and more functional, but it will also create a sense of order and inner calm that will benefit your mental state. Don't forget nature. Nature is one of the most powerful sources of positive energy we can find around us. Walking outdoors and spending time in nature can help you release accumulated stress and negativity that you may have absorbed. Even a brief walk in the park where you can breathe fresh air and observe the beauty of your surroundings can significantly improve your well-being. If possible, try to spend more time in nature, whether it's in a forest, on the beach, or in any natural space. Water, earth, and fresh air are elements that help restore internal balance and release accumulated tension in your body and mind. It is very important not to forget gratitude. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful methods for attracting more positivity into your life. Every day, find at least one thing for which you can feel grateful, no matter how small. It could be something simple like a delicious cup of tea or a warm and comforting conversation with a friend. When you begin to focus on the good things in your life, you automatically attract more positive changes. It's not magic, it's working with your mind and perception. The more grateful you are for what you have, the more opportunities will appear for you to enjoy new, fulfilling experiences. If suddenly at any moment you feel like nothing is going as you would like, and negative thoughts start to dominate your mind, try to pause, stop, breathe deeply several times, inhale through your nose while imagining that fresh, clean energy fills your body. And as you exhale, release all your worries and anxieties, letting them dissolve into the air. This simple exercise can help you regain control and restore a sense of calm and balance to your daily life. This simple breathing exercise is a valuable tool that helps quickly restore emotional balance and bring you back to a state of inner calm. It is essential to remember that, in addition to conscious breathing, we must not underestimate the strength and power of nature in our recovery and well-being process. We've already talked about water as a healing element, but it's equally important to understand that each element of nature can help us in unique and profound ways. Earth, for example, provides us with a sense of stability and grounding. You can experience this by walking barefoot on the earth or sand. Feel how your feet touch the ground, how each step connects you with the energy of the planet. This direct contact with the earth helps anchor you, restoring your balance and bringing you back to a state of stability that is often lost in daily life. It's a simple but powerful practice that can be done anywhere, from a park to the beach. Air, on the other hand, provides lightness and freedom. When you walk outdoors, make sure to breathe deeply, feeling how each inhalation fills your lungs and revitalizes your body. Imagine that with each exhalation you release accumulated tension, freeing yourself from any emotional burden weighing on you. The soft, cool breeze can act as a balm for your mind, helping you let go of negative thoughts and opening space for new, positive experiences. Finally, remember that your internal state is key to the energies you attract into your life. If you find yourself in a state of calm and harmony, you will attract situations and people that reflect that same positive energy. However, if there is a lot of tension and anxiety inside, the outside world is likely to seem complicated and confusing. The emotions you carry within you act as a magnet, attracting what you feel inside. Therefore, the most important thing is to take care of yourself, find time to recover, and fill your life with positive experiences and thoughts. By following these simple tips, you'll not only release negative energy, but also create an environment filled with light, love, and peace. The key is self-awareness and nurturing a space that supports your well-being. Doing so will set you on a continuous path toward a more balanced and fulfilling life. Before we leave, if you found value in this video, I'd love for you to like it, share it with those you care about, and subscribe. Don't forget to activate notifications so you never miss our upcoming teachings. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, my dear friends.